I like the dress, huh?
Thank you. I'm so stylish, right?
Well, you are.
That's
very
what they
cool.
say about me.
Hey, I would expect nothing less. Cause I'm the same way. Why show up if you ain't gonna bring the best?
Okay, this is here. This is streaming. That is good. We're gonna move this table. Actually, I'm not gonna move this table. Gabri, I think I'm gonna roll the Torah.
Okay.
But you could get started.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that.
Need help rolling the Torah?
No, I'm fine. And the nice thing is, it's very easy because, I mean, we were in the parsha for Yizkor, but I just have to find the priestly blessing.
Nice.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
easy.
Yeah, that sounds hard.
But I was gonna wear my kippah today, the one I got from Israel, but I thought the hat was cool. You gotta read what it says on the back.
Oh, wow. Really?
So it's, I figured that's me, a world of chocolate.
Yeah.
What is it?
Right.
What is it?
Did you see it?
No. Oh, nice. Nice. Just gonna make all of us hungry.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, welcome.
Thank you.
Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh, I just remembered I printed the outline and left it at my printer.
Oh, I have it. If you can get started.
I'll get started, yeah. It's only until I have the jump pages after that. Shabbat shalom, everyone. We're going to begin with Shofar Nod on page 163. Shofar Nod Maharom Bekaro Shemo Bekatuvan and Sadikim Adonai Laishim Nabat Tehillah Befi Hashem Kitavam B'divrei Tzadikim Tiparav B'shon Chasim Titromam B'kerev Kedoshim Titkadash B'machalot Rivot Achva Beit Yisrael V'yachlesh B'kodו בדור שכן כוי מסנחה אדוני אלינו לבתנו ממותנו להודות, להלל, לשבח, לפאר, לרומם להדר, לברך, להלל, קהלס, על כל דברי שירות ותשבחות דוד בן ישי עבדך משיחך. Please rise as you're able. Shabbat 164. Shabbat Shimcha Ad Malkeinu Ad Melech HaGol Baruch Elokam Lenayinu Levatenu Levatenu Shir Ushvachat Halel Zimra Oz Memshala Netzach Gedol Agura Tehila B'Tiferet Kedush HaMalchut Chol Godot Mi'ata V'Yad Olam Baruch Atah Adonai El Melech Gadol B'Tishbachot El Holaot Adonai Niflaot הבוחר בשירי זמרה, מלך אלפי העולמים. You'll be seated. We'll continue with the first blessing before Shema, page 166. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, יוצר ובורא חושך, עושה שלום ובורא את הכל. We'll continue silently until the diamond on 167. אין כרפתך ואינצדך אפס כתך וג'ום לך אין כרפתך אדוני אלוהינו בעולם הזה ואינצדך מלכנו לחיים הבא אפס כתך גואלנו למות המשיח ואינו לך מושיענו לתחיית המתים. Continue El Adon on page 168. El Adon HaKol HaMa'asim Baruch ומבורך בפיך נשמה God lo v'tshuva ma'alei olam, da'at u'tvuna sobevimoto. Amigad al chayot hakodesh v'nedar v'chavod al ha'mechava. Zechut u'mishor livnei kiso, chesed v'rachamim nekevod. Tovim hiyo shebara Eloheinu yitzaram b'da'at v'bina u'paskel. Koach u'gvura natan lahem, liot Moshe b'keret tevel. Leim ziv u'fikim nogat na'el zivam b'chol ha'olam. Semechim b'seitam v'sasim b'voam, osim b'yein ha'ritzon kodam. Bechavod notim lishmo, Sala berlina lezecher malchuto. Kara l'shemesh v'yizachor, v'avihitim tzuras havana. Shevach notnim lo, kod seva marom. Tiferet u'gedula, serafim ve'ofanim v'chayot ha'kodesh. El asher Shabbat mikol ha'ma'asim. We'll continue until 4 lines from the top of 171. Kulam ahavim, kulam piruim, kulam giluim, v'kulam osim, v'imavria ritzon chonam, v'kulam potchim et pikam shabtala, v'shirav zimrav, v'archim shabtim v'parim haritzim, v'magdishim, v'mamlichim, et shem elach ha'gadol ha'gibor v'hanor ha'kadosh, v'kulam ahavim, Yisrael Zamenachat Ruah B'Safa B'Rav Nakdusha Kum Techaronim V'Yomrim B'Ira Kadosh 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 Adonai Tzevot Ha'aretz Kivod Ha'Fayim V'Chayat HaKodesh V'Rash Gadol Minasim HaTziyafim V'Matam Mishabechim V'Yomrim Baruch Adonai Mimkom El Baruch Limot Yitzhen. Peter Simon on 172. Or Chadash Al Sion Ta'ir. Or Chadash Al Sion Ta'ir. Or Chadash Al Sion Ta'ir. Or V'nizke kulanu me'era ha'ligot. V'nizke kulanu me'era ha'ligot. Baruch atah Adonai yotzeh ha'olot. We'll join together the diamond on the top of 174. V'havienu l'shamado Ya'avachan tot ha'aretz V'tolichenu promigut Ve'arseinu V'yelpo v'lishutam Manu acharta mikol v'hasham V'ke'av manu l'shimcha ha'gadol Selah Amen Yehovah b'cha u'yachelcha Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'yafeh Adonai Yoshecha, v'chol levacha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol me'odecha, v'hayu הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום לדברך, ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם, ושבתך בביתך, ובטח לבניך, ושבתך ובמך, ושבתם להיות עליך, והיית תטפות לעיניך, ובטח Can you start and join together with the third paragraph of the Shema 'Shelemor daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta alehem ya'asu lahem tzitzit al kanfei b'neihem v'otam v'natnu ad tzitzit hakana b'tchilat ha'cheret v'haya lachem letzitzit u'ritem odo u'zachetem et kol mitzvot Adonai v'asitem otam v'lo ta'turu acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem asher atem zonim achareihem למען תזכרו ועשיתם את מצוותיי והייתם לבשים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם אמת יציב ונכון וקיים וישר ונאמן והגון והחביב ונחמד ונעים ונורא ואביה בטוחן ובוא בפר יפה הדבר הזה עלינו לבאר ובדור הוא קיים ושמו קיים בכיסו נכון מלכותו ואמונתו לעד קיים וברא חיים וקיימים ונאמנים נחמדים. Continue silently till the diamond in the middle of 180. אמת שתבנו אדוני אלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו מלכנו מלך אבותינו ואמותינו גואלנו גואל גואל אבותינו ואמותינו יוצאנו משור ישועתנו פועלנו מצאנו לעם שמך אלוהים זולתך עזרת אבותינו ואמותינו אתה אדוני עולם. In a moment we'll continue on the bottom of page 182. After that we'll bring together for the morning Midah on page 184 with the Kedusha followed by individual private prayer using the words of the Siddur or your own words. So please rise as you're able on page 182. Yodel Yamro Kumbuach Moshe Ben Yisrael Anushi Besal Kamerba Yamru Chulam Mi Hamora V'Elim Adonai Mi Hamocha Nera Golesh Norati Lo Sefer Shira Chadasha Shifchu Gilim Shimcha Sfat Hayam יחד כלמודו וילכו ויאמרו אדוני ימוך לעולם ועד צור ישראל כולם מעזרת ישראל רודף ממך יהודה מישראל גואלנו אדוני שור שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני הגיבור הנורא, אלא יום גומר חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות אמהות, וממגבל לפניהם למען שמו מאהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה. אתה גיבור נעלם אדוני, וחיים איתי אחריו להושיע. מוריד הקהל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, איש עיני עפר, מי כמוך על גדולות, ומדם אליו, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצליח ישוע, ונאמן אתה לחיים המתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, לחיי המתים. הקדש שמך בעולם, כשם שמעתי שמותו בשמי ממון, ככתוב היה נביאך, וקרא זה ויאמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות בארץ כבודו. אז לקורש גדול, עדיף הכזב משמיעים כה מן הסימן שרפים, שמתם ברוך יאמר, ברוך אדוני ממקומו. ממקום קמתנו תפילה ותברך עלינו כי מחכים אנחנו בחיי מתי תשמח בציון לקרוב בימינו לעולם ועד תשכון תתקדש ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך לדור ודור לנצח נצחים עינינו תראנה מלכותך כדבר העבור בשירי עוזך על ידי דוד שיעשיתך ימלוך אדוני למלאך ציון לדור הללויה לדור נגיש כתך נצח נצחים תשך נגיש ושכחה אליהם מפילו לא יבוש למעט לא כלום קדוש אתה ברוך אתה האל הקדוש.
Just we'll make that happen. I love it. And it's cheap. Yeah. Once, yeah.
Join together with the words of Oseh Shalom and Family Yasir on page 196. Oseh Shalom B'Ramah, Oseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael, Ve'akol Yisrael, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael, Ve'akol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 the full Padash on page 197. Tela b'karash mirava, v'yal madi v'achyote, v'yal michmachote, v'chayei chol michon, v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'akala b'zman karev v'imeru. Yishnei ha'avava, yolam yad me'armaya, Yiparach v'yishtabach, v'yipar v'yinonse, v'yidar v'yitala shmei v'kurusha, Le'ela mitko berachata v'shirata, v'chata v'nechkamata, v'yiram v'alma v'imeru. Amen. Yitkarbez v'hon v'chon v'chol beit Yisrael v'kadam v'chon v'yishmai v'imeru. Amen. Ye'shlom rav amin shemai v'chaim aleinu v'chol Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Ramah, Oseh Shalom aleinu v'chol Yisrael v'chol Yoshvei Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. We're going to continue in our study on page 110 for the Psalm for Shabbat, the Shir Shel Yom. Ayom Yom Shabbat Kodesh Shidu, Ayom Beit Hamikdash, Rashmi Moshe Yom Shabbat, Ayom B'Leileh Shabbat, Ayom B'Masechet Together the diamond on page 111. Sadi Katamari Yifra Erez Babanot Yizket Sheturim Beveit Adonai Bechatzot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yilun B'Seva Yeshneim Be'amin Yiyun Lehagi Yashar Adonai Tzuri V'Avatabo. Page 117, for Psalm 30. These Marshir HaKapat, like the David. We'll continue with the Kaddish from the Borders Kaddish on page 119.
In a moment, I will read the Kaddish list for the which I invite you, if you are thinking of someone this morning, remembering the loss, to share their name or share a word about that person. The Downtown Synagogue continues to mourn the losses in the past 11 months of Lois Fishman and Nat Fishman, father and mother of Jody Fishman Rains, and grandmother and grandfather of Isla and Zoe Rains. The Honorable Avern Cohn, husband of Lois Cohn, Gerald Levine, husband of Lynn Levine, Gerald Lax, a longtime member of the congregation, Jean Sacco, mother of Jillian Sacco, grandmother of Isabella Walker, Pinchas Barak, husband of Miriam Barak, father of Leor Barak, and the Honorable Carl Levin, husband of Barbara Levin. We commemorate the yard sites this week of Sandra Tobias, Bella Dressler, Charles Feldman, Laura Baldwin, Mayor Shapiro, Henry Jacobson, Ray Egish Benderash, George Yellen, and Olga Puzesi. Would anyone like to add a name or say a word about someone they're remembering? Please.
Yes. You know, I just want to honor like former members of the Downtown Synagogue when I was there for the first time. And I kind of grew up with like the Shammy, Berkowitz, I would like to say clans, you know, and it just, you know, made me think about like exactly how far we have really come, you know, and what is our roots. So like, I would say Shammy in particular, to go back to the old city, Damascus, movie is like, the Downtown Synagogue has always been a mishmash, half Ashkenazi, half Sephardic. So just thinking about that, like hearing God when you say the words, like those words are always worth some hearing when I hear them.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joel Fish. I'm from Philadelphia. Thank you. Within our community in Philadelphia, Bob Zimring, Norm Newberg, Ilde from Puerto Rico. These were people that were very important to me personally and part of the community. And I think about them and appreciate the chance to honor them today. Say God.
Zichronam Livracha, may their memory be an eternal blessing. We rise for Kadesh Yatom on one night. Yitadal v'yitadash sh'meirava. Amen. V'yalma divrach v'yurtei v'yamik malchuteh. V'chayachon v'yamekon v'chlai d'kol Beit Yisrael. V'agalat v'bisman karim v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei rava v'barach v'olam v'lamei amayah. V'yitvarach v'yishabach v'yitzva'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitavle v'yitalal shmei v'kudeshav v'rishu. Le'ela mikol v'irchata v'shirata. Jushbetata v'nechamata. Da'amirat v'alma v'imru. Yehi shlam v'rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Oseh shalom v'romav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. You may be seated momentarily. We are going to continue with our Torah service, which starts on page 200. It is a delight this morning that Frank has taken up the challenge of, even though we're in the triennial cycle, doing 89 verses. I'm impressed. And I told Sam we'd start the Torah service by 11-ish, so that please God you will be able to chant Haftarah for us. If not, if there's a backup, please let me know. And I want to assign aliyot and Torah carriers. Did you say your name was Joel?
Yes.
Would you like to carry the Torah?
Sure.
Awesome.
Thank
Would
you.
you like an aliyah?
Very much so.
Very much so. Excellent.
Right.
Number one. Would you like to do the aliyah?
Well, you know, you said that you might need a backup for the Haftorah.
Ah, so you want to wait. That's very
Because,
strategic.
you know, it is my focus.
Oh, it is.
But yeah, I don't usually do it. I've hardly ever done it in the United States. Because there were always other people who had bar mitzvahs, had more yichus than me.
Would you like to?
No, I'd love to hear somebody else do it.
We will be pleasantly surprised to find out.
I wouldn't say it's a very happy, it's a pretty happy memory, but it was not an easy day. What it's like to be a bar mitzvah. Would you like to be, how you feel about yourself?
Oh. We shall discuss that later, Joe. Bobby, would you like to do the second aliyah?
Sorry.
Awesome. And Gabri, agree? Okay. Deshaun, would you like to do 4?
I'll do whatever you
Grace, 5.
Yes, yeah, it would be an honor.
It would be an honor. And what is your name?
My name's Blue.
Blue, would you
Yes.
like the next aliyah?
Sure, but I forgot my towels.
I can get one of those for you. Those
Awesome.
we
You
have.
can borrow mine if you'd like. Yeah.
Or you can wear Grace's. We're going to figure this out. Which means Frank. 7? Awesome. All right. David has scolded me more than once to not say remember your number because it assumes that we are numbering or counting Jews. We would never do that.
No.
But please remember the order in which you are going to come up to the Torah. How's that? All right. I'm going to start the Torah first service. I would appreciate it if as Joel is doing the hakafat, someone help me move the table to this area so that the folks on the live stream, the folks on the live stream can see us read. Page 200. Ein kamo Elohim Adonai v'ein ma'aseh malchutecha malchut kol olamim v'memshochtecha b'kol dor v'dor Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai Eloh Elam va'ed Adonai Oz le'moitein Adonai barach etamo v'shalom Al ha'rachamim Eitiv ha'bertzoncha et Zion Tivnei chomo Yerushalayim Tivnei chomo Yerushalayim Hilecha levad batachnu Melech Elam benisa Adon haolamim Please rise as you are able. Vayimir Tzaron vayomer Moshe Uma Adonai ve'afusu vaylecha ve'anisu mesanecha mipanecha ki mitzion tetzei Torah ki mitzion tetzei Torah L'olam Adonai Yerushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael V'ibru Shato.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonai Kadosh Shema.
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonai Kadosh Shema.
Lu Adonai.
Adonai Shemo Yadam. Shama Thank you, Sam, for distributing the Chumashim. We are going to start with chapter 7, verse 1, which begins on page 805. Sorry, Book of Numbers, chapter 7, verse 1, which begins on page 805. The first aliyah is verses 1 through 11, and would you like to use your Hebrew? Yeah, Amod, Yosef Chaim, Ben Yitzchak, Benjamin, Besar, Rishon.
וימשך אותו, ויקדש אותו, ויקרא כליו, ואת המזבח, ויקרא כליו, וימשכם, ויקדש אותם, ויקריבו נשיאי ישראל, ראשי בית אבותם, הם נשיאי המטות, הם העומדים על החשודים, ויביאו את קרבנם לפני אדוני, 6 עגלות סם ו12 בקר הגלה, על 2 הנשיאים בסור האחד, ויקריבו אותם לפני המשכן, ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, קח מאיתם והיו לעבוד את עבודת המועד, ונתת אותם אל הלוויים, איש כפי עבודתו, ויקח משה את העגל בת הבקר וייתן אותם אל הלוויים, את 2 העגלות, ואת 4 הבקר נתן לפני גרשון, כפי עבודתו, ואת 4 העגלות, ואת 8 הבקר נתן לפני מרי, כפי עבודתם, ויעד איתמר בן אהרון הכהן, ולפני קהת לא נתן, כי עבודת הקדוש עליהם בכתף יישאו, ויקריבו הנשיאים את חנכת המזבח, ויום המשך אותו, וקרבנו הנשיאים את קרבנו לפני המזבח, ויאמר אדוני אל משה, נשיא אחד ויום, ויקריבו את קרבנם בחנוכת המזבח.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah temet ha'olam neshava t'chein baruch tznan neten ha'torah.
Before we do our second aliyah, we take a moment to think of those who are in need of healing of the body, healing of the spirit. I will read the list of names that have been given to me, after which I invite you to share the names of those you are thinking of as we do our prayer for healing. My eyes will meet yours, and that will be an invitation. We pray for Refuah Shlema, a full and complete healing, for Scott Miriam, Baila Elka Bat Gitel, Maxine Goodfriend, Vardalea Bat Hannah Shana, and Joseph Eisenberg.
Serafina Coffin, Nana Coffin, Tamara Harris.
We join together in Shabbat.
Who bless the ones before us, help
to remove the ritual crayons and coloring paper. In the ancient days of the temple, they would do this between the second and the third For our second aliyah, I'll be the Samuel, Bracha,
But speakers for Masha.
but speakers for Masha, Shliach.
כסף 70 שקל בשקל הקודש שניהם מלאים סולת לולב השמן ולמיכה כף אחת 20 זבת מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר העיל אחד כבש אחד בן שנת שוללה זירזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמי בקר שניים מלאים 5 עתודים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן נחשון בן מנדב ביום השני הקריב נתנאל סוער נשיא יששכר הקריב את קרבנו קראת כסף אחת 30 ומאה משתלה מזרח אחד כסף 70 שקל בשקל הקודש שניהם מלאים סולת לולב השם ומנחה כף אחת 10 זהב מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר העיל אחד כבש אחד בן שנת שוללה זעיר עזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמי בקר שניים מלאים 5 עתודים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן נתנאל בן סוער
Our third aliyah begins on page 807. It's chapter 7, verses 24 through 35. Ya'amod, Gabri Tov, Ben Mordechai Tzvi, Bela Elka, Shlishi.
ברכו אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני מברכם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהים מלך העולם אשר ככה בעולם בכל עמים ונתן לנו את תורתו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן
ביום השלישי נשיא לפני זבולון אליאב בן כבוד קרבנו קרא כסף אחד 30 ומאה משקלה מזרח אחד כסף 70 שקל בשקל הקודש שניהם מלאים סולת לולב השם ומנחה כף אחת 10 זהב מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר העיל אחד כבש אחד בן שנת שוללה זעיר עזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמי בקר שניים מלאים 5 עתודים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן אליאב בן כלו היום הרביעי נשיא לפני ראובן אליצור בן שדאור קרבנו קראת כסף אחת 30 ומאה משקלה המזרח אחד כסף 70 שקל בשקל הקודש שניהם מלאים סולת לולב השם ומנחה כף אחת 10 זהב מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר העיל אחד כבש אחד בן שנת שוללה זעיר עזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמי בקר שניים מלאים 5 עתודים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן אליצור בן שדאור
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שנתנו תורת הנזק העליון נודע בדרכינו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Deshaun Markal Ben Yisrael. This week on to I don't want to get into it. Baruch Adonai Hamon Morah. Baruch Adonai Hamon Morah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Elohim Le'olam. Sher Bahar Banu Mikal Hamim Benatan Hamim Et Tozot Adonai Moshein Torah.
Amen. Bayom HaChamishi Nasi Lifnei Shimon Shlumiel Ben Surishadai Karbano Karat Kesef Achad Shoshu Limeah Mishkalaha Mizrach Echad Kesef Shivim Shekel B'Shekel HaKodesh Shneihem Eleim Sol Le'Gulav Hashem Hafachad Asara Zahav Le'Yafet Torah Parechad Ben Bakar Ahilechad Kevesechad Ben Shenat Sholelah Seir Izim Echad Lechatad Uzevat Hashlamim V'Tar Shenai Elim Chamisha Tudim Chamisha Tuasim B'nei Shana Chamisha Zeh Karban Shmuel Ben Surishatai Yom Hashishi Nasi Lifnei Gat Eliasaf Ben Deu'eh Karbano Karat Kesef Achad Shoshim Le'ah Mishkalaha Mizrach Echad Kesef Shivim Shekel B'Shekel HaKodesh Shneihem Eleim Sol Le'Gulav Hashem Mikal Hafachad Asara Zahav Le'Yafet Torah Parechad Ben Bakar Ahilechad Kevesechad Ben Shenat Sholelah Seir Izim Echad Lechatad Uzevat Hashlamim V'Tar Shenai Mili Chamisha Mili Chamisha Kevasim B'nei Shana Chamisha Zeh Karban Eliasaf Ben Deu'el
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Hayeh Olam Nata V'Hayenu U'Tavna Noten HaTorah.
Amen. That's good.
Torah.
Our fifth aliyah begins on page 809. It's chapter 7, verses 48 through 59. Ta'amod. Oh. Sikora, Kira, Fat, Ellen, David, Kamishi, David. Baruch Adonai Hambarak Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bacham Banu Mikulam Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Torato Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Bayom Hashvi'i Nasi Lifnei Ephraim Lishama Ben Amihud Karbano Karat Kesef Achad Shoshim Le'ah Mishkalaha Mizrach Echad Kesef Shivim Shekel B'Shekel HaKodesh Shneihem Eleim Sol Le'Gulav Hashem Hafachad Asara Zahav Le'Yafet Torah Parechad Ben Bakar Ahilechad Kevesechad Ben Shenat Sholelah Seir Izim Echad Lechatad Uzevat Hashlamim V'Tar Shenai Mili Chamisha Tudim Chamisha Kevasim B'nei Shana Chamisha Zeh Karban Elishama Ben Amihud Yom Hashmini Nasi Lifnei Gamliel Ben Petzur Karbano Karat Kesef Achad Shoshim Le'ah Mishkalaha מזרח אחד כסף שבעים שקל ושקל וכל שניהם מלאים סול לכו אבא שמן ומנחה כף אחת 10 זהב מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר היל אחד כבש אחד בן שנתו אלעד שעיר עזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמים בקר שניים מלים 5 תמידים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן גמליאל בן פדצור
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה
Amen. Yeshua. I am going to be calling Sam up for the seventh in a moment, for the 7th Aliyah, if that's okay with you, because I will be calling Joe up just based on the time for the Maktir Aliyah, if that's okay. You gotta go. Okay. I'm just trying to be conscious of time.
I could maybe squeeze it out.
If you could squeeze it out, that would be amazing.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we'll squeeze
I'm
it
gonna
out.
make it work.
I take it all back.
Okay.
All right, you're Maktir. Our 6th Aliyah starts in chapter 7, is verses 60 to 71, which begins on page 809. Would you like me to read it? Okay. Ya'amod blue shishi.
It's been years since I've done this. I apologize. Dark to it,
Amen.
ביום התשיעי נשיא לפני בנימין לבידם בן גינוני קרבנו קרת כסף אחת 30 ומאה משקלה מזרח אחד כסף 70 שקל בשקל החודש שניהם מלאים סול לכו אבא שמן ומנחה כף אחת 10 זהב מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר היל אחד כבש אחד בן שנתו אלעד שעיר עזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמים בקר שניים אלים 5 תמידים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן אבידם בן גינוני ביום העשירי נשיא לפני דן אחיעזר בן עמישדי קרבנו קרת כסף אחד 30 ומאה משקלה מזרח אחד כסף 70 שקל בשקל החודש שניהם מלאים סול לכו אבא שמן ומנחה כף אחת 10 זהב מלאה קטורת פר אחד בן בקר היל אחד כבש אחד בן שנתו אלעד שעיר עזים אחד לחטאת וזבח השלמים בקר שניים אלים 5 תמידים 5 כבשים בני שנה 5 זה קרבן אחיעזר בן עמישדי
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu asher natan lanu Torah nefeh v'hayeh olam Baruch atah Adonai Shloten HaTorah.
Amen. Just like it was yesterday. For our 7th Aliyah, we are on page 810, chapter 7, verses 72 through 89. Ya'amod.
Go very slow.
Go very slow-mo, Ben. Ruvain. Dorit. Shvi'i.
Baruch Adonai Hamborah. Baruch Adonai Hamborah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher B'charbanu Mikol Amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Notein HaTorah.
Amen.
Vayom Ashte Asar Yom Nasi Lifnei Asher Pagiel Ben Achran Karbano Karat Kesef Achad Shoshim Miyah Mishkala Mizrach Echad Kesef Shivim Shekel V'Shekel HaKodesh Shnei Melehi Sol Lekulav Hashem Umincha Kafachad Asar Zahav Meleach Ketoret Karechad Ben Bakar Yolechad Kevesechad Ben Shalat Sholeolah Seirizim Echad Lefachad Uzevach Hashlamim Bakar Shanayim Elim Chamisha Tidim Chamisha Kevesim Ben Shanah Chamisha Zeh Karban Pagiel Ben Achram Vayom Shnei Masar Yom Nasi Lifnei Naftali Achira Ben Enan Karbano Karat Kesef Achad Shoshim Miyah Mishkala Mizrach Echad Kesef Shivim Shekel V'Shekel HaKodesh Shnei Melehi Sol Lekulav Hashem V'Shem Elimcha Kafachad Asar Zahav Meleach Ketoret Karechad Ben Bakar Yolechad Kevesechad Ben Shalat Sholeolah Seirizim Echad Lefachad Uzevach Hashlamim Bekar Shanayim Elim Chamisha Atudim Chamisha Kevesim B'nei Shana Chamisha Zeh Karban Achira Ben Enan Zot Chanukat HaMizbeach Vayom Hamashach Oto Me'ez Nisiyei Yisrael Karat Kesef Shinato Asara Mizkre Kesef Shnei Masar Kapot Zahav Shetem Asara Shloshim Miyah Hakara Achad Kesef V'Shivim Hamizrach Echad Kol Kesef HaKelim V'Payim V'Arba Me'od V'Shekel HaKodesh Kapot Zahav Shetem Esrei Meleach Ketoret Asara Kapot Shekel HaKodesh Kol Zahav HaKapot Asara Esrim Umeyah Kol Habakar Mila Shnei Masar Bari Elim Shnei Masar Yosim B'nei Shana Shnei Masar Umin Ha Uzirizim Shnei Masar L'Chatat V'Chol Bakar Zevach Hashlamim Esrim V'Arba Parihim Elim Shishim Atudim Shishim Kevesim B'nei Shana Shishim Zot Chanukat HaMizbeach Acharei Hamashach Oto Uvo Moshe El Ohel Moed Leberito Vayishma Et HaKol Yidaber L'Lav Me'ah HaKapot Asher Al Arod Ha'edud V'Bein Shnei HaKruvim Vayadaber Elav
Yasher
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah temet v'chayei olam natan b'tokeinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Holy moly. Our Maftir Aliyah is the last two verses of chapter 7, 87 through 89. Ta'amod shir about the bat ben Zion ben Matel. Maftir. Thank you. Yep.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Kol habakar leolah shnei masar parim elim shenim masar kevasim b'nei shani shanahas masar lemincha v'sirei zim shnei masar l'chatas v'kol bara v'kar zevat hashlamim Ezrim Arpaim, Harim, Elim, Shishim, Atadim, Shishim, Kavasei B'nei Shana, Shishim Zot, Hanukat, Hamizbeach, Acharei, Hamashat Loto, Uvo Moshe, Elohim Moed, V'daber Ito, V'yishma et HaKol, V'daber elav ve'al HaKavod Asher al Haron Ha'idu, Mibein Shnei HaKruvim, V'yadaber elav.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Yasher koach. Yasher koach.
Holy. Are you allowed to say that? All right. You guys feel over it. I'm
Really,
glad
Yasher
you
koach.
made it through the traffic, through the crazy.
That
I'm
was
so happy to be here. Will you help me adjust the Torah? I'm going to go right over there. After time back. Please rise as you are able. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael elav ki Adonai be'yad Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Thank you. Okay, we continue with our Haftarah, which is just at the end for now. Page 813.
Thank you. And we're going to start with the blessings before the Siddur on page 211. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'im tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hane'amarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'b'Moshe avdo u'b'Yisrael amo u'b'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek vayehi ish echad mitzara mimishpachat hadani u'shmo Manoach ve'ishto akara ve'lo yalda vayer malach Adonai el ha'isha vayomer eleha hinena at akara ve'lo yaldat ve'herit ve'yaldat ben ve'ata hashamri na ve'el tishti yayin v'shkar el tochli kol tameh ki Nazir Elohim Yihiyeh Hanar Min HaBeten Vehu Yachel Hoshia Et Yisrael Miyad Flishtim Vatavo Ha'isha Vatomer La'isha Lemor Ish HaElohim Ba'elai Umar'ehu Kemar'eh Malach HaElohim Nora Me'od Velo Sha'il Litihu Imizeh Hu Ve'etshmo Lo Higid Li Vayomer Li Hinach Hara Ve'yoladat Ben Ve'ata Al Tishti Yayin Ve'secher Ve'al Tochli Kol Tum'ah Ki Nazir Elohim Yihiyeh Hanar Min HaBeten Ad Yomoto Vaya'atar Manoach El Adonai Vayomer Bi Adonai Ish HaElohim Asher Shalachta Yavona Od Elenu Vayoreinu Mana'aseh Lanar Hayulad Vayishma Elohim Bakol Manoach Vayavo Malach HaElohim Od El Ha'isha Vehu Yoshevet Besadeh Umanoach Isha in Ima Vatamaher Ha'isha Vatarat Vateged Le'isha Vatomer Elav Hine Nir'a Elai Ha'ish Asher Ba B'yom Elai Vayakam Vayelech Manoach Acharei Ishto Vayavo El Ha'ish Vayomer Lo Ha'ata Ha'ish Asher Dibarta El Ha'isha Vayomer Ani Vayomer Manoach Ata Yavo Divrecha Ma Yihiyeh Mishpat Hanar Uma'asehu Vayomer Malach Adonai El Manoach Mikol Asher Amarti El Ha'isha Tishmar Mikol Asher Yatsa Migefen Hayayin Lo Tochal Ve'yayin Ve'sacher Al Tishta Ve'kol Tum'ah Al Tochal Kol Asher Tziviteha Tishmor Vayomer Manoach El Malach Adonai Na'atra Na'otach V'na'aseh Lefanecha Gedizim Vayomer Malach Adonai El Manoach Im Ta'atzreini Lo Ochal Belachamecha Ve'im Ta'aseh Olah La'Adonai Ta'alena Ki Lo Yada Manoach Ki Malach Adonai Hu Vayomer Manoach El Malach Adonai Mi Shmecha Ki Yavo Dirarecha Ve'ki Badanuach Vayomer Lo Malach Adonai Lama Zetish'al Lishmi Ve'hu Pil'i Vayikach Manoach Et Gedi Ha'izim Ve'et Hamnacha Vaya'al Al Hatzur La'Adonai Umafli La'asot Umanoach Ve'ishto Ro'im Vayhi ba'alot halahav ma'al hamizbeach hashamayma vaya'al malach Adonai v'lahav hamizbeach umanoach ve'ishto ro'im ve'yiflu al pneihem arza ve'lo yasaf od malach Adonai lehareh el manoach ve'el ishto az yada manoach ki malach Adonai hu vayomer manoach el ishto mot namut ki Elohim ra'inu vatomer li lo ishtolu chafetz Adonai lahashmitenu velo lakach miyadeinu ola umincha velo hiranu et kol ele vekaet lo yishma'anu kazot vatelet ha'isha ben vatikra et shmo Shimshon vayagdil hanar vayavarchehu Adonai v'tachel ruach Adonai lif'amo b'machane Dan ben sar'a uven eta'o Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam tzur kol haolamim tzadik b'chol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer v'yoseh ha'medaber u'mkayem shechol davarav emet v'tzedek Ne'eman atahu Adonai Elokeinu v'ne'emani devaracha v'davaracha mivarecha achor lo yashuv rekam ki ha'melech ne'eman v'rachaman atah Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'ne'eman b'chol devarav Rachem al tziyom hiveit chayenu u'la'livot nefesh Joshia b'mehera b'yameinu Baruch atah Adonai v'sameach Tzion b'vaneha Zamcheinu Adonai Elokeinu ba'Eliyahu hanavi avdecha u'b'machu beit David Mashiachecha b'mehera yavo v'yagdel libeinu al kiso lo yeshev zar v'lo yinchalu od acherim et kavodo כי בשם קודשך נשבעת לו, שלא יכפה נרו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן דוד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה, שנתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על הכל אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך, יתברך שמך בפי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
We are going to continue on page 223 with Ashrei. Thank you.
Ashrei, Ashrei, V'techa, Gloria Lucasela, Ashrei, Am Shekachalo, Ashrei, Am Shaddai Eloha, V'yaledaha, V'yu slightly.
Thank you for sharing your
Ilat Adonai Yedaber Yivarech Obasar Shegat Olam V'Haed V'Anachnu Nevarech Yah Be'ata Be'ad Olam Hallelujah.
Please rise as you are able.
Hallelujah, Shema Adonai, Ki Nizkab, Shema Levado, Do Haaretz V'Shamayim, V'Yaren Kerem Lihamor, Tehila L'Chol Chasinav, Livnei Yisrael Am Kirovo, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Mizmor LeDavid, Abu Adonai B'nei Abu Adonai Kavod Abu Adonai Kavod Shimon Yishtach Abu Adonai B'chadar Kodesh Kol Adonai Alamayim Yakubot Yirim Adonai Alamayim Rabim Kol Adonai B'Torah Kol Adonai B'Hadar Kol Adonai Shomer Arzim V'Yishamer Adonai Erazei Alvanon Lo Yarkidem Kimo Egel Lebanon V'Sirion Kimo Ben Re'emim Kol Adonai Chosech HaMotesh Kol Adonai Yachim Ibar Yachim Adonai Ibar Kadesh Kol Adonai Echolei Ayelo V'Yechasov Yerod B'Chalo Kulo Omer Kevodo Kevod Adonai Ahoya Shavayesh Adonai Melech Elam Adonai Oz Yama Yiten Adonai Yivarech Et Amo B'Shalom V'V'Lo Yomar Yitzchahim Machazima Yiton Cherat Melusha Dirachena Darchena Lechod Tiboteha Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elechol Elan Shuvah Kahadesh Kahadesh Yameinu Kahadesh Yameinu Kekedem. In a moment, we'll continue with Chatzi Kaddish, followed by the afternoon Musaf Hamidah. We'll begin together with the opening Baruch, followed by the Kedusha, and then you'll have time to say your own private prayers, whether inside you or inside the Yikada Yikada Shmeha Yamadi Bachirte V'Yamlich Malchutei V'Chayechonu V'Yamechonu Chayedecho Beit Yisrael Ma'agala Ma'agala Uvizman Ka'arib Himeru Yesh Sheira V'Mevorach V'Yam V'Yam Ma'yam Yiparach Yiparach V'Yishtabach 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 V'Yitada, Shvei Kusha, Leila, Mincho Birchata V'Shirata, Tushbechata V'Nechemata, La'amira B'Yama V'Yimeru. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu levoteinu b'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, Ha'Hernion, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, Zochar Chasdei Avot Imahot, V'Mei Goel Livnehem, Leman Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach. Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham, Ufaked Tzava. Ata Gibor Elam Adonai, Mechayev et Imat Arav, Moshiach, Morit HaTal. Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayev et Im B'Rachamim Rabim. Somech Noflim V'Rofech Olim, U'Matir Asrim, U'Mekayem Emunato L'Shenei Afah. Nichamocha Bal Gevuro, U'Midol Melach, Melech Menit, U'Mechayeh, U'Mazmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atal HaChayot B'Ti. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaMetim. Na'aritzecha v'na'avicha, Kisot Siach Sartei Kodesh, Amakishim Shimcha HaKodesh, Ka'katuv Haya Nevi'echa, V'kara Zeviyamar. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevot, U'Charetz Kivod. Kodom Adonai לשעותיו של עם זה לזה, במקום כבודו למתן ברוך יומי ברוך אדוני במקומו. במקום יפה ברחמים ויחונם יחדים שמו ערב הבוקר בכל יום תמיד פעמיים ביבש שמה אומרים שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד הוא אלוהינו אבינו מלכנו מושיענו וישמיענו ברחמיו שנית לעיני כל חי לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם ודברי כשך כתוב לאמור הללויה לדבר נקי גלך לצח נצחים בשחר נקי ששיתך להם ופינו להם משנה לעד כי אל מלך לבקש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Make your own pace. We're going to join together with Kaddish Shalem, page 245. Session, your mouth be a session. They'll play yourself, play straight to the Vimeru. Amen. Kelohenu on page 247. Ein Kelohenu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu. Mi Kelohenu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Mi Kemoshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Atahu Shektiru, Avotenu, Lefanecha K'chart V'Atzami. Please rise as you're able. We'll join together with the words of Aleinu on page 249. Aleinu l'shabbat v'adon ha'kol arte gudala v'yotzeh b'reishit shelo asanoti haratzon v'lo hasamanu mishpachot ha'adama shelo samchokenu kahem v'gor aleinu k'kol ha'onam v'na'nu korim v'shlachavim odim Ibn Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם נאמר אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We'll continue with Kaddish Yatom on page 252. Rick, do you have any names to add to Kaddish Yatom? Do you have any names you want to mention for Kaddish? No. Okay. In that case, if you are mourning or it is your custom, please rise for Kaddish Yatom. Yitzkadal v'yitzkadash v'yavah v'yalma tidrach v'yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agalah v'bizman kari v'imru Yeshmei Rabba v'rach v'elam v'e'amayah Yitzbarach v'yishbarach v'yitzba'ar v'yitzrolam v'yinaseh v'yitzadar v'yitzadle v'yitzhalal v'shemei v'yishah v'yirchum Ve'ela minko birchata v'shirata Tushbachata v'nechemata Te'amiran v'alma v'imru Yehi Shlam Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru V'oseh shalom v'rama Huya aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Please be seated. So first and most importantly, thank you, and Yasher Koach to Godfrey for being such an amazing shliach tzibur for our community, to Frank for leaning, holy moly, 89 verses, to all and each and every one of you who participated in the service. I think I got everyone, which is especially exciting. Speaking of which, Frank, you'll be here next week and then not after that?
Next week and not after that for I don't know how long.
Right. And Bobby and Jody will be here next week and not after that? Okay, we are going to wish you well on your journey. We are going to wish you a full and complete healing before you come back to us. And then, Godfrey, you will be here on the 25th and not after that.
I'm here the first Shabbat of July.
Ah, the first Shabbat of July. Excellent.
Oh.
So I will be here the 25th and not after that. So if you are noticing a pattern, we are particularly blessed in this community that I will have the privilege, please God, of traveling to Israel with my family in July. Godfrey will have the privilege, please God, of traveling with his family to Great Britain. And you will have the privilege, please God, of traveling to Chicago. And we hope, Frank, of course, that you will have a surgery that's successful and healing and you come back to us feeling much, much, much better. However, what that means is we really need folks to step up in leadership roles, to read Torah, to chant Haftarah, to lead our service. And I say this not just to the folks in this room, but for everybody on the live stream. Please, please, please be in touch. This is, I like to say, every challenge is an opportunity. This is a tremendous opportunity for folks who have not necessarily been at the front of the room to get a chance to do so. So please let me know. It is a wonderful thing that we have lots of stuff going on this summer, and I want to make sure that we also have lots of stuff going on here. I want to give a chance for those who are joining us this morning for the first time to say hello. Joel, you told us a little bit. You're from Philadelphia?
From Philadelphia, yes.
Are you just in town?
Just in town to do some work for the week, but I may be back to do hopefully more work in town. So
that would be great. Do you want to lead the service when you come back?
It doesn't take long before you have to step up.
Fabulous.
If I'm here, I'll give you a heads up, but thank you for welcoming me.
Of course. I'm so glad you're here. And Blue, do you want to say a word about yourself?
Yeah, first of all, Vegan. But yeah, no, I recently got into teaching and I teach in Dearborn. It's adjacent up to here, but I'm here.
Awesome.
Great.
I'm so glad you're here this morning. Welcome. This is the time of year where we have a stretch before the next Jewish holiday. The next one, of course, is Tisha B'Av, but we'll announce that when we get closer to that. Our Shabbat services continue with the last two of the month being what we are calling diaspora dinners, being hosted by one another for Shabbat. So please let us know if you would like to be hosted. I think the 24th is full, but the 17th might not be. We're still in town, probably have to come for Shabbat dinner. It'll be lovely. And then, of course, we are continuing with Shabbat morning, 9:30 for Torah study, and 10:30 for Shacharit. If that changes for some reason, we will let you know. Community announcements. It is, of course, Pride in the Motor City. Woohoo! I saw them setting up on my way here. Please take some time this afternoon to check it out. As they say every day should be Earth Day and every month should be Pride Month, but here we have in the city this opportunity today. Other things going on in the community. I think I'm forgetting something. You'll remind me if I am. Are there any other congregational community announcements that people want to share? Yes, Deshaun.
You know, like you mentioned pride, but see, pride is an ancient concept. Like I was thinking about the whole concept of monotheism, and for me, well, I saw it in Sudan and Egypt in the hieroglyphics, like best and happy. A hermaphroditic concept. Let's think about it. And I just wanted to put it out there because, you know, the Shekinah on Friday is definitely the feminine concept, and then, you know, you got the God thing going on. So, you know, I just wanted to put it out there. It's just not pride, it's something behind it. You know?
Of course.
Modern Western culture is by far like the most restrictive one in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's remarkable. Sometime I would love to bring in Professor Ray Knies, who teaches on gender in the Talmud and all the ways in which we see male gender, female gender, binary gender. It's just remarkable how much there was a conversation and comfort with this conversation for so long, and I don't know what happened, but we're going to have to fix it.
Sure. I'll be excited.
And may I offer a special welcome to our Philadelphia guests from the congregation's temple grads.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's appreciated. Thank you.
Yes. All right, I love schmoozing. We probably should finish the service. Godfrey.
Next Sunday, I'm hosting a Jewish music open mic and jam session on Berkeley Coffee at 11 Mile in Oak Park.
Nice.
3 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you. Right after this, we will have a little kiddush, and I forgot the challah. We'll have a little kiddush in the social hall in Ledger Hall, so please feel free to join us. Adon Alam, page 254.
Adon Olam, Hashem Alach b'terem kol Yitzir Nivra Ve'emasa Ve'hasakol Zamelech Shemu Nikra Ve'acharei Yivot HaKol Levado Yimachara Ve'lovaya
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
You know, I wanted to ask a quick question. You know, a friend of mine stays around the corner in Philadelphia from the original synagogue in downtown. And it's like not too far from the Liberty Bell, correct?
Yeah.
What's the name of that place? Because he sent me pictures before, but I never remember.
I believe.
These pictures scenery in the box, and then
Oh, it is. I remember now.
Because
Where do you live in Philly?
and so yes, that's the one that's recognized. There's a couple of them down there. I live in Mount Airy.
Oh, okay.
You know the temple?
I grew up in Philadelphia. I grew up in the Northeast.
Oh, no kid. Wow, where?
Cotman and Whitaker.
Near the boulevard, right?
Well, kind of, yeah. I went to North High School.
Did you?
Really?
Because in
Wow.
ancient times,
My kids went to Central. And do you know West Mount Airy? Do you know?
A little bit. I have friends here. Most of my friends are from camp, but they went to Central.
Where did you go to camp?
It's called Lighthouse. Art and Music Camp doesn't exist anymore.
How'd you get out here?
Well, we were in a temple, and my husband was finishing a PhD in English, and somebody offered him, he was offered a 2-year teaching job here at Wayne State. So we said, okay, it's only 2 years. No, it's 46 years.
How long?
46 years.
Oh, now I'm gonna be around.
Well, interestingly enough, you know, my older son just married someone from Farmington Hills who teaches at his father teaches at Wayne State. Golenberg. He's a biology. Yeah. Ed Golenberg. Nice man.
Yeah.
In fact, a couple of weeks ago when I was here, I went out to Farmington Hills. They had a synagogue. Boy, so do you have
Did you
families?
grow up in Philadelphia?
I grew up in Philadelphia.
Yeah. So where did you go to school?
I went to Clark University, little school in Worcester,
Yeah, I
Massachusetts.
mean high school.
Oh, I went to, well, I grew up in Philly till 9th grade, then I moved to Lower Merion. So I went to Lower Merion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I've been back in Mount Airy for many years. And yeah, so Mount Airy's a great neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. It was, when I was in high school, it was like a lot more liberal, cool with it than the Northeast.
Central? Or Mount Airy?
Yeah, Mount Airy,
still
that's
is.
where most of my friends lived in Mount Airy.
Yeah, it still is pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. Liberal.
Yeah. The Northeast was not.
It wasn't so. I live right near Germantown Jewish Center, if that means anything.
Oh, yeah.
Right off of Lincoln Drive.
The old guy who was German Jewish Center. What's the rabbi there?
His name was Rabbi, well, there was Rabbi Chari, and then there was Rabbi, I'm blanking on his.
Joe, who was the guy you knew from Germantown Jewish Center?
Oh, you mean Lenny?
Yeah.
Oh, Lenny Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. He's a good friend of ours. His daughter grew up with my kids.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Jordan also hello.
Small world. Small world. And it sounded like you knew.
You knew Ilde?
Yeah. You did too?
I knew him from Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to go to shul there together before they moved from Mount Erie.
No kidding.
Yeah. So.
I wasn't sure if you were familiar with him or Bob Zimmering. It seemed like you
Yeah,
knew.
no, Ilde was a good friend of ours, and Marty too. Yeah.
You heard.
Do you know what happened?
I do not, but you understand. You
Wait a
heard what
minute,
happened?
Alday.
Yeah. What was that?
Wait, that's Marty's husband.
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
you
very
mean-
good
oh,
friends
you
of our
mean him?
kids.
Ilde
Yeah.
just passed away.
I know.
Oh, you
That's
knew
why
him
I-
too?
You heard about him?
Yeah, our daughter and son-in-law are very good
my
friends
daughter and
with
son-in-law
Marty.
were very good friends of
Where
mine.
did they live?
So
They
we
live
were
in
Marty
West
and
Orange,
Ilde
New
from Washington,
Jersey.
D.C.
Yeah, in fact, our son-in-law
They grew up in Detroit,
rushed
and
up
they
to
knew
go to
they knew Marty from Israel.
Yeah, I don't.
Small world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
you were married
It's
to
amazing.
somebody.
If you said, you know, Bob or something, I wouldn't have imagined. Alday's such an unusual name. Yeah, they were very upset because they were close friends.
Yeah,
Now we find
nice
out
fellow
those
and
people knew.
sudden and
Wow.
all those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, it's
know
a
him.
small
Marty
world.
came
It's
to
like-
their wedding, but she wasn't married at the
Yeah.
time,
Is that
so
right?
I didn't know him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last I saw him was.
Yeah, I think our daughter was in Israel
Yeah,
for
I lived here. I
a
never
high
saw
school
him.
program,
You were
and
not
Marty
married?
was like one of her few friends.
We talked about it.
And then
Laura had wanted to
later
get
on,
out working at
Marty was a
Bell's
roommate
National.
of our son-in-law in Israel at a later stage. Yeah.
Education
Wow.
director, so she.
Small world.
Really?
Did that and
So where do you live? You live in Detroit?
Yeah, we lived in, I don't know if you know the area, we lived in Oak Park for many, many years, and we
Did you?
just moved to Midtown near the art museum.
Isn't that nice? The art museum off of 3rd Avenue?
It's on Woodward.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted
Oh, you should go visit, it's a fabulous
Yeah.
museum.
Today I was going to go, a group of these folks are going to that Henry Ford Museum.
Oh, that's good too, yeah, oh, yeah, very worthwhile. But the art museum is very worthwhile too. There's a court with murals by David Rivera called
Okay.
Detroit Industries, so
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. I was hoping to get over to Canada, but it's not so simple these days. It's hard to
Right.
believe you can see across. Do they
Right.
have synagogue in Windsor?
I think there's one,
Is
so
there?
yeah. So where are you staying? Are you staying with family?
No, I'm staying in downtown.
Oh.
The Cadillac Crossing.
Oh, nice.
Living the good life.
Yeah. Well, sometime when you're here, you can get on the Q line, which is free, and you can take it right up to the art museum.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's open Tuesday
I'll
through
bring it down with me to let
Tuesday
you.
through Sunday.
Wow. Or any other people moving back into the downtown area like you?
I don't know. we bought the place
Yeah.
a while ago and rented it out for 5 years. And we moved
This will be open.
2 years ago, 2 days before the lockdown.
We can take
So
it, we can bring it over.
it's been hard to meet people. We're right adjacent to the Wayne State campus, and it's been a ghost town.
She would leave it, yeah.
Yeah. Is your husband still teaching?
No, we only did it for 2 years.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lovely,
Yeah. So not a lot of the Mount Erie people.
Oh.
From where?
I'm from Philly originally.
You are?
Yeah.
You are?
Grew up
I didn't know
You
that.
see what you learned?
Born there, grew up in South Jersey.
Oh.
Where were you born?
Cherry Hill.
Okay.
Wow.
My wife's from
Oh, that's
Chicago.
classy.
But then like there's not a lot of people out there like Joey Weisenberg and Janet Jackson.
You know, in the music world?
In the music world, and then Annie Lewis.
Sure.
Yeah. And you know so
Amy- Oh, yeah.
they used to
I know you're from Philly.
Are you involved in that?
a little bit, yeah.
Guys are doing, well, they were doing something.
Yeah, I used to do some of the music stuff with he was at ZBI.
Yes.
This is what
His wife was very good with us.
Yeah,
Came to
exactly, yeah.
Nice person. She got a good job.
Yeah, they're in DC or outside of DC now.
Right, both of them.
Both of them, yeah, they got a joint
Joey's really taken off.
Yeah, he really has, yeah.
A new album.
You wanna go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Well,
So how did
that's,
what are you doing now?
I think that's
Uh,
Grace's.
We can't hear because my wife's a professor at Michigan State.
The one, yeah, I mean,
So
Gabby said yes,
here
it is
and then
Grace's.
I'm an elementary school music teacher.
I'm sorry?
I'm an elementary school music teacher.
So is,
And got connected here.
she's gone, I think.
Jewish music or just music in general?
No,
That's
So
a
Gabby
public
said
school
maybe
I
we
do,
should
but
take
I'm
it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
And
When
we'll
are
be
we
able to
gonna
give it
headlines
to
about
her.
the show
When are we
a
gonna
couple
see
years
that?
ago when it was meeting in downtown.
I mean,
Yeah, so
we'll
the
be
Synagogue's
driving
actually
around
gonna
tomorrow,
get
we can
renovated.
give it to her then.
So it's
Oh, I
gonna.
wonder if she'll be
Stay in
attending this thing, but
Stay
she
in
doesn't have
application, but
transportation.
the full renovation.
Yeah, so we can go pick her up, I mean, I don't.
Pick her up. I think
Usually
before we
get
go
an
out to
Usually we do.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
We're definitely like in a flux stage because like between the pandemic and then with not being in the buildings, it's just like those things working together. Rolling units. So
No, it's probably not a good idea to be here.
No, we can take it.
No,
I'll have
There's a
one
group
more
that comes, I mean, this is their primary place.
Yeah, there's a space from the church. There's another synagogue that uses the church also. And that was our connection to this church. There's a Reconstructionist congregation that meets here. They've had a space for, it's downstairs actually, they've had a space here for decades, I think.
Well, apparently there are more people moving in town, maybe that'll help. us.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's things are happening. One second. Let's make the other Grace up here.
Yeah.
She said no, I'll come and get it.
She's gonna come and get it? I was supposed to tell her we're gonna take it.
So you did your PhD at Temple? Wow.
Yeah,
Can I ask, what years were you there?
let's see, I, 1972 to
76.
76, but I didn't finish my PhD for a long time after that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a couple of years. 78.
No,
You here for singing? Oh, Gavri.
it was
79.
81.
Hi, Joel.
Joel, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. Hope to be back.
I was
This is
working at
lovely. Really nice. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was asking your wife, I'm sorry, your name?
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby.
I'm
My name's
Joe.
Joe. My son just married the daughter, his name is Ed Golenberg. Does that ring a bell to you? He's in biology department at Wayne State.
Goldenberg?
Golin.
Goldenberg.
G-O-L-E-N.
No.
B-E-R-G. Nice guy. Been there also for quite a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, we don't know them. You know, I did teach at Wayne State for a couple of years. But
Oh, I thought you were still there.
Oh, no, it was only 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just kind of stuck it, you know, at the end of 2 years, he didn't have a job, and
Yeah.
I had a job, and we
Yeah.
had a child, and my parents had left Philadelphia and moved to Houston, and I
Yeah.
thought, why should
we had no place
No,
to go.
Yeah.
no,
I mean,
nothing to go back to, might as well just stay here.
Yeah.
Seems like a lovely city.
Stay
So you're doing something that brings you here periodically?
Periodically, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm doing work for the Detroit Pistons. I don't know if you follow
Okay,
basketball.
Grace said to please leave it.
Okay. No, we don't follow basketball, but that's okay. I mean,
Yeah,
we
that's
know
okay.
people who are very
You don't need to.
excited.
There's enough people to do.
Yeah.
So there's a project that I'm involved with.
Wow.
It brings me back periodically. Yeah, I'd been to the show in downtown maybe a couple years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I just looked at it. It has a very nice website, you know, so. it's
Yeah,
like
well, I'm
you can-
glad you were able to come. It's really nice to meet you. But you know, we're rebuilding the shul.
Yeah, but the shul is, you get a, is there a minion on Friday night usually? There enough?
No, I mean, yes, usually, but in the summer, you know, since we can't use our own place, we have to use this place.
Yeah.
It's very nice that they let us use it. I don't know if they can let us use it on Friday nights. We have had some services here on Friday nights.
Just a couple, but it's mostly been on
Yeah.
It's been on Zoom.
Yeah.
So ballpark, I'm just curious in the sociology, how many people might have been watching last night or today, you know? When the
Oh, you
stream-
mean on the?
Oh, I think only a handful.
Yeah, yeah. There would be Marty, maybe Debbie. I don't know who else. Yeah. Have to find out from the rabbi.
Yeah, she would.
Is the rabbi part-time or
Oh
full-time?
no, she's
Full-time?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been here a few years.
We have a lot of member families apparently, 400 member families.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't know Shabbat. But, you
Right.
know, there's a little crowd that comes to talk Shabbat. The downtown shul had the reputation of having food after the service.
It's a
Yeah,
good
they used to have
reputation.
Friday night dinners often and always a really nice Kiddush lunch and no other
Plus,
great. And
it's the only shul that has a bar right next door.
is that right?
Yeah, I mean, downtown next door is Mongo.
You know what? Whatever draws people in, right?
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah.
But
Well,
maybe
it's
with
good.
the revitalization of downtown, that'll bring some.
I think
folks
so,
in.
yeah. There's a lot of young people joining.
And I remember when I was here last, it has quite a history, the synagogue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like 100 years old.
But I was saying to you, when I was here last, I went out to my father, with my father, what do you call it?
Chum.
Chum, right? It was something Moshe.
B'nai Moshe?
Yeah, but in Farmington, or I don't know if it's in Farmington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Bloomfield. aren't they?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's pretty fancy. It's a nice
That was pretty
building.
fancy, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not
And that's
very
where,
old.
there's a large number of Jewish community in Oak Park, right? Isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's becoming
Oak Park is
more and more Orthodox, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also belong to a conservative school there, but it's on its last legs.
Which one? In
That's alone.
In
In Oak Park.
Oh, I forgot how nice
You
it
know,
is to do it out there.
Moshe, what's it called?
Yeah,
Moshe.
it's so good for the
It was
kids.
like,
Yeah, no.
mostly an older congregation.
I
I'm not sure
think-
they
Yeah.
got a lot of younger.
Exactly,
Folks
yeah.
just had a good
They're
time.
struggling too.
Good.